walk around the compound. We'll see some tigers, see some cat beats, and we'll hopefully hear some squeaks. And don't you know, it's a beautiful Tuesday or Thursday.
Raven. Raven. Look. There she is. Raven. Oldest leopard in the world. Well, I mean, verified oldest currently living leopard in the world. And I think that we've gone past the threshold for the other one, for just like the oldest leopard ever. I have to double check. And hopefully that second one will be a little bit easier to verify, since, the Guinness people already have just all of her stuff on file. So now it's just a matter of them just kind of cross-comparing some of their own internal records. So wanted you to see her, that she's still hanging out. She's still doing her thing, flapping her tail, having cute peets, being sassy. Aren't you? Peeing on all of the things. So, there's Raven. Poopy. Ghost Mom. Ghost Mom. He's conflicted. He's conflicted. Nope. He's not conflicted. He's gonna... Nope. Okay. All right. All's right with the world. Just got done feeding. Okay, these are just chunks. No need to put any sort of weird stickery type stuff on it, because it's basically just like it's just a big piece of meat. Just got done feeding. And these are the last guys. These were the last guys. Look at that. Carnazel. All right. No, never mind. Okay, I was doing pinchy out, or I was trying to, because I use the pinch and then the unpinch to zoom, and I was all the way zoomed out, but I kept on like, because I guess I'm not that bright. And I kept on thinking, like, I guess it's because I got just like some dry blood dust on my hands. That must be keeping me from being able to pinch effectively. And of course, if you were watching the X5 live stream last night, noticed that Slade was being very sweet, very happy boy, and right now, not so much. Hello, all of you big cat lovers out there. It's me, Derek, again. Welcome to another super duper fantastic episode of the Walk Around the Compound webcast. Hi, hello. Let's do this. Let's move. Hey, fella. Get away from my hot burger. I finally got her burger. You get away from my hot burger. The only time that I would ever be inspired to engage in violence. The only time that I would ever be stricken to go against my vows of pacifism and peace is if someone were to thread on my hot burger. Forgive me, Sensei. I must go all out just this once. My alpaca has been threatened. Oh, I got her over there too. Alpaca. Okay. That box that box was not so angry when we installed it. Got to read the manufacturer's warranty troubleshooting section, page 17. Is your box angry? Have you tried stepping away from the box? Oh, okay. Okay, now this one does probably need a sticker. Yeah. You know, one scene from The Godfather, all that stuff. Anything that has, and a lot of times it has nothing to people can't handle it, but it's like, you know, can someone watch that and then be like, oh, I recognize that face. I used to ride around with that face. You know, that's where things get a little bit awkward. I know your face. Uncle Theoden, you're talking to a horse head. Man, that ring wraith really did a number on you. Ooh, hi, hello. You're in an okay mood. I like that. He got a bull front leg and a bull shoulder, which is technically also part of the front leg. So he got like the full thing. Yeah. Pretty decent. Hello, Sid. Hi, Sid. Ooh, how are you? Hi. Ooh. Do you have other things? She says, do you have other things? Do you have other treats? Perhaps dessert? Do you have any dessert? We got the main course. What about treats? Bless you. Bless you. It's going around, actually did water some meds this morning. Oh my gosh, crazy. But, I was off, and I think that it's an important thing, and this is also an important thing. Belly time, making sure that, see, you can tell because the one side is pretty, it's like brownish orange. So that's definitely been kind of baking for a good bit, and she needs to flip herself over to brown up the other side. Unless, of course, she's cooking them kind of like pot stickers. Because then really it's like you prioritize browning just the one side. Maybe that's what tigers kind of are. Tigers are like, they're like pot stickers. Okay, you're doing it wrong now. It's pretty cute. But yeah, was water and doing meds. So that Des and Nathan could, have a sleep in, because that's good. That's rejuvenating for the soul, for the mind, and it's one of those fun mornings where there's liquid water and frozen water present. And it's enough to kind of just make things just annoying enough.
Like the hoses will freeze. And then you turn them on. And then it's just like a little kind of like the hose has like prostate issues. Whoa. Hey. So it's like there's liquid getting through, but there's enough like ice kind of blocking up the line. And then it like all the ice, you know, like starts blocking up the exit, you know, the nozzle, the doorway of the hose. Like a Great White concert. Hello. Oh my goodness, Kelly belly. Kelly belly, look at your belly. Kelly, look at your belly. My goodness. So there's like a few different things whenever you get ice in the hose. There's like a few different things you can do. I mean, like sometimes it's like, okay, if it's sunny out like it is right now, but there's ice in the hose, you unravel the hose, like so that all that more of the hose is like under the rays of the sun. Can help to thaw it out a little bit faster. And if there is trickle of water kind of coming through, you just kind of let it run until it just passes the ice. It's like these weird icy kidney stone things. You can also do like there's a thing. So like, okay, all the ice is now to the front of the hose, and it's basically just kind of blocking. So then you can take the hose, and then like you find a pipe, and then you kind of clap, but you don't want to do it too hard. Here's the other thing too, because depending on like the age of the hose, the type of material that the hose is made out of, there's certain types of rubber that under certain temperatures crack easier. So if you sit there, and I've had this happen where you crack a half-frozen hose onto a pipe, and then all of a sudden the hose itself breaks, and then you're just like, and you're like, well, this is a whole different problem now. Look at this pretty girl. Look at this pretty girl. Look at that pretty girl. Of course, another one is you just water the cats a little bit later in the morning. Wait until the sun gets a little bit higher in the sky. Cause I went out, I was out, I don't know, about like 8:15, something like that. So everything was still pretty well frozen. The sun hadn't risen that much, but literally an hour later, there's like everything is thawed. So it's like, okay, we'll just extend it a little bit, and then you're good. Could be the way to go about it. You know, oh my gosh, little Pete twitch. And that now I'll get comments offering different suggestions, like you should invest in hose sweaters. We use them all the time in Sweden. We use hose sweaters. By the way, love your channel, Derek. The cats are brilliant. Tell Slade I said hello. It's okay. Look up hose sweaters. Or something that is like just like wildly complicated, you know. There's actually a solar array system. It's actually a system of concentric mirrors that capture the sun's rays from 3 states over, and then it focuses the light onto each individual hose. And I don't understand why Care doesn't have that system going. And it's like, yeah, you're right. Now, don't get me wrong. There have been times where there's a lot of times where people will like, hey, why don't you try X thing? And then it's like, you know what? That's a gosh darn good idea. There's been a few different times things have been suggested, but there's a lot of times things get suggested where it's like, A, we've already tried it, or B, it's not feasible because of whatever. And it's just like, look, sometimes you just have to deal with, icy hoses. Sometimes that's life. And these are minor annoyances. They're not like things that like, oh my gosh, pack it up, ship the cat somewhere different. This whole organization obviously is failed. Some people might try to suggest like those crimpy, like really light, crimpy, collapsible hoses. Like, oh, well then, just use one of those because those they don't hold a lot of water. Yeah, but they suck. Okay? They suck. Trying to drag those things around, they're not good. And then they break and then we throw them away. We need things that are a little bit kind of, heavy duty. Not sure if you noticed this, but we're on a farm right now. You're like, I have those types of hoses. I'm like, how big is your yard? Oh, it's about 11 feet by 7 feet. And now it's the other side of... maybe it would, yeah. Try to see if you can find like a two-sided sticker. Front and back. All right. Ba, 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 ba. Ba, 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 ba. I know she's making scary noises. She's making scary noises. Look at you, Miss Pretty. Look at you, Miss Pretty. Oh, hi. Hi, little guy. Hi, little guy. What good bobs. What good bobs you are. Oh my gosh. It's so nice. And it's worked out. They like each other. But it's not like, oh my gosh, like we're inseparable. We can't. No, they spend time apart, which is healthy. So I wouldn't sit there and say that like, oh my gosh, like we're just like, joined together. Like Max and Mia strike me more as like a married couple. Bobby and Bob. They're roommates? Yeah. They're roommates. There's like, one time like last spring, like they sort of hooked up, whatever, but it's like they don't really talk about it. They came back from bars and these things happen. Didn't necessarily mess up like their friendship. That's maybe the nature of their association. Yeah. Anyway, thanks for watching this episode of the Walk Around the Compound webcast. Hashtag Dwarves Award in the comments section below. Like and subscribe for all of your big cat goodness. And if you want to learn more about the facility, you can always visit the website carerescuetexas.com for more information. You keep them tigers fed. Big shout out to the extra fancy patrons. I see you. You are so fancy. And thank you so much for your support. And we'll see you next time. All right. Bye-bye.
Monkey's buttered toast. Munchie saw a ghost. Mika weighs the most.